A Wisconsin man is now back home after he hiked nearly 2,000 miles in support of his fellow 9/11 first responders.
What an effort here. He spoke with News 12's Virginia Huey about how his own experiences inspired his journey.
A hero's welcome for 9/11 first responder Rob Weisberg. Weisberg is back on Long Island after completing a 1,850-mile hike along the Appalachian Trail to raise money for Paws of War. The nonprofit provided a service dog to Weisberg after his experience at Ground Zero left him with post-traumatic stress disorder.
I had my accounting job across the street from the World Trade Center. So I was underneath the towers when the first plane hit.
The longtime Comac Fire Department volunteer jumped into action to save as many lives as he could. Weisberg survived that day, but spent the next 22 years battling survivor's guilt and suicidal thoughts.
It's exhausting to deal with. And, when you feel like it's just not going to get better.
Weisberg found healing on his fundraising trek along the Appalachian Trail. Every stride Weisberg took on the 5-month journey across 12 states raised money for Paws of War and heightened awareness for those struggling with PTSD. Weisberg raised $15,000 to help Paws of War train service dogs for veterans. His mission also gives veterans something money can't buy, and that's a message of hope.
If you're having a tough time, get help. There's no shame in it. The stigma shouldn't be there. You're more important than the stigma. Get help. There's hope, and that's why you got to keep pushing through.
Virginia Huey, News 12, Long Island.
Oh, Paws of War is great, the money's great, but the message, that's what matters.
So important there.
All right, it seems like it should be a standard.